Did you know that more than 1,000 people move to Texas and Florida every single day? That's like an entire small town popping up overnight, every single day. But why are so many Americans leaving behind cities like New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles to start fresh in the South? Is it just about sunshine and beaches? Or is there something bigger going on here? Some call it the Great Migration of the 21st century. Others believe it's about money, politics, or even a search for a new way of life. The truth? It's a mix of surprising reasons that most people don't even realize. And here's the catch. What's pulling millions toward Texas and Florida might just make you question where you live right now. So stick around, because we're breaking down the 10 biggest reasons behind this mass movement. And number 7 might shock you. Number 1, lower taxes. One of the biggest reasons people are moving to Texas and Florida can be summed up in 2 simple words: no taxes. Well, not exactly no taxes, but no state income tax. And for millions of Americans, that's a game changer. Think about it. If you're living in California or New York, you might be handing over anywhere from 6% to 13% of your paycheck just to the state government before you even pay federal taxes. That's thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, gone every single year. Now imagine keeping all of that money in your pocket instead. What would you do with it? Maybe pay off debt faster, save for your dream home, or simply enjoy a higher quality of life. This is exactly why both working professionals and retirees are flocking south. For retirees, the savings stretch their pensions and Social Security checks further. For young workers, it means more disposable income to spend on family, travel, or even starting a business. But here's the twist. This tax advantage isn't just about numbers. It's about freedom and opportunity. People feel like they have more control over their money and future. Combine that with the fact that both Texas and Florida are attracting big companies, which create more jobs, and you can see why the financial appeal is so strong. So while the warm weather and beaches sound nice, for many Americans, the real sunshine is in their wallets. Lower taxes aren't just saving them money. They're giving them a brand new lifestyle. Number 2, affordable housing. Another powerful reason Americans are leaving expensive cities behind is the promise of more affordable housing in Texas and Florida. Now, let's be honest, prices have been climbing everywhere in recent years. But compared to the sky-high costs in places like San Francisco, Los Angeles, or New York, Texas and Florida still feel like a breath of fresh air. Here's the reality. In New York City, the median home price hovers around $750,000. In San Francisco, it can easily soar past $1.3 million. Meanwhile, in many parts of Texas and Florida, families can still find spacious single-family homes for half that amount, or less. That means you're not just buying 4 walls and a roof. You're buying a backyard for barbecues, a driveway for your car, and extra space for the kids to run around. For many young families, this difference is life-changing. Instead of cramming into a tiny 2-bedroom apartment with sky-high rent, they can own a comfortable home with room to grow. For retirees, it's a chance to downsize without sacrificing comfort and still have money left over to enjoy life. Affordable housing also means more freedom. People can live in suburban communities with safe neighborhoods, new schools, and access to parks. All things that are becoming luxuries in overpriced coastal cities. And here's the kicker. When your mortgage or rent is lower, everything else in life feels easier. You can save more, travel more, and stress less about making ends meet. That's why housing has become one of the biggest magnets pulling people toward Texas and Florida. It's not just about owning property. It's about finally being able to afford the American dream. Number 3, job opportunities and booming economies. If there's one thing that can convince people to pack up and move, it's the promise of a better career. And both Texas and Florida are booming with opportunities. Let's start with Texas. Cities like Austin, Dallas, and Houston have transformed into economic powerhouses. Austin is now called Silicon Hills because of the tech explosion. Giants like Apple, Tesla, and Oracle have moved operations there. Houston still dominates in oil, energy, and aerospace, while Dallas has become a hub for finance and healthcare. That means high-paying jobs are no longer limited to the coasts. Florida, on the other hand, thrives on a mix of industries. Of course, tourism is massive. Millions of people visit Orlando and Miami every year. But Florida is also rising in aerospace, healthcare, and international trade. Companies are expanding, ports are busy, and new projects are constantly fueling the economy. And here's the best part. Both states are business-friendly. Lower regulations, lower taxes, and a welcoming environment have convinced corporations to relocate headquarters from states with heavier restrictions. Every time a big company makes the move, thousands of new jobs follow, opening doors for locals and newcomers alike. For workers, that means real options. You don't have to settle for one career path or feel trapped in a saturated job market. For entrepreneurs, these states are like fertile soil waiting for new ideas to grow. It's no surprise, then, that ambitious professionals, young graduates, and even business owners are flocking south. They're chasing not just a paycheck, but stability, growth, and opportunity. In Texas and Florida, the job market isn't just alive, it's thriving. And for many Americans, that's the ultimate reason to start over somewhere new. We'd love to hear from you. Which reason stood out the most? Or would you ever move to Texas or Florida? Share your thoughts below, and if you value the effort we put into creating these videos, please support us with a quick subscribe. It's just one click, but it helps us keep going. Number 4. Warm weather and sunshine. For many Americans, the decision to move south comes down to something simple yet powerful: the weather. Texas and Florida are blessed with year-round sunshine and mild winters, and that's a luxury people from colder states dream about. Think about it. While someone in Chicago is shoveling snow off their driveway at 6 a.m., a family in Florida might already be at the beach, enjoying a morning walk along the shore. In Texas, you could be grilling in your backyard in January while friends up north are bundled up under 3 layers. That kind of climate doesn't just change your lifestyle, it changes your mood, health, and outlook. Studies have shown that regular exposure to sunlight boosts vitamin D levels, improves mental health, and increases energy. No wonder people feel more active and alive in places where winter blues don't drag on for months. It's also about the activities that warm weather makes possible. In Florida, you can swim, surf, or go boating almost any day of the year. In Texas, you'll find hiking, outdoor festivals, rodeos, and endless opportunities to enjoy the open air. These aren't just hobbies. They become part of a healthier, more fulfilling lifestyle. And let's not forget retirees. For them, escaping icy sidewalks and freezing temperatures is more than convenience. It's safety. A mild climate means fewer slips, fewer aches, and a better quality of life. At the end of the day, the weather in Texas and Florida isn't just nice. It's a selling point, a lifestyle upgrade, and a reason thousands choose to start fresh in these sunny states. Number 5. Lifestyle and outdoor activities. Beyond jobs and housing, what really makes Texas and Florida magnetic is the lifestyle. These states offer a mix of culture, entertainment, and outdoor activities that simply can't be matched in many other parts of the country. Let's start with Florida. Known for its world-famous beaches, vibrant nightlife, and international flavor, the Sunshine State attracts people who love to be near the water and thrive in a lively social scene. From Miami's Art Deco streets and salsa rhythms to Orlando's theme parks and Tampa's waterfront festivals, there's always something happening. Outdoor enthusiasts can kayak through mangroves, fish along the coast, or just enjoy a sunset walk with sand under their feet. Texas, on the other hand, has a character all its own. The state is rich in history, music, and food. Austin is famous for its live music scene, Houston for its diverse cuisine, and San Antonio for its cultural blend. And let's not forget the wide-open spaces, ranch life, rodeos, hiking trails, and barbecue cookouts under the stars. What ties both states together is the sense of community and celebration. Festivals, sports events, and local traditions bring people together. Whether it's cheering for the Dallas Cowboys, dancing at a country fair, or joining a beach yoga session at sunrise, residents find plenty of ways to connect and enjoy life outside their homes. For families, this lifestyle means endless weekend adventures. For retirees, it means staying active and social. And for young professionals, it's a chance to blend work with play in a way that feels balanced. In short, moving to Texas or Florida isn't just about where you live, it's about how you live. And that lifestyle is one of the biggest reasons people can't resist making the move. Number 6, retirement-friendly states. When people picture retirement, many imagine palm trees, sunshine, and a slower pace of life. And both Texas and Florida have become top destinations for retirees chasing that dream. But it's not just the warm weather that makes these states so appealing. It's a combination of financial benefits, lifestyle perks, and healthcare access. Florida, often called the retirement capital of America, has built its identity around welcoming older adults. The state not only offers no state income tax, but also doesn't tax pensions, Social Security benefits, or retirement account withdrawals. For someone living on a fixed income, that's huge. It means every dollar stretches further. On top of that, Florida has an abundance of 55-plus communities, senior-friendly activities, and world-class healthcare systems designed with retirees in mind. Texas may not have the same reputation as Florida for retirement, but it's quickly catching up. Its low cost of living, affordable housing, and tax advantages make it attractive for retirees looking to downsize without giving up comfort. Plus, Texas offers a diverse range of lifestyles. Whether you prefer quiet small towns, vibrant cities, or wide-open countryside, there's something for everyone. Both states also shine in the quality of life category. Think year-round outdoor activities like golf, fishing, yoga on the beach, or simple morning walks without freezing temperatures. That kind of active lifestyle doesn't just add years to life, it adds life to years. And here's something many overlook. A growing retiree community means you're surrounded by like-minded people. Friendships, clubs, and social opportunities are everywhere, making the transition into retirement smoother and more enjoyable. For countless Americans, Texas and Florida aren't just places to retire, they're places to thrive. And that makes them some of the most retirement-friendly states in the nation. Number 7, political and social climate. Another factor driving Americans to Texas and Florida is the political and social climate. While money, jobs, and weather play huge roles, people also want to live in a place that reflects their values, beliefs, and way of life. Both Texas and Florida are known for their conservative-leaning politics and emphasis on individual freedom. For many, this means lower regulations, fewer restrictions, and more personal choice when it comes to business, education, and lifestyle. Some families feel that these states offer them a chance to raise their children in environments that align with their principles. Others are attracted by the sense of independence these states project, what many call a live and let live culture. But it's not just about politics in the traditional sense. The social climate is equally important. In Texas, there's a strong culture of community pride, hospitality, and tradition. People love their local sports teams, celebrate state history, and value a neighborly spirit. In Florida, diversity and cultural mix shine through, especially in cities like Miami, where Latin American and Caribbean influences create a vibrant lifestyle. Of course, the flip side is that not everyone agrees with the dominant political and social attitudes, and that can be a reason some people leave. But for those who move in, it often feels like a better fit compared to states where they felt out of place. At the end of the day, moving isn't just about a house or a job. It's about finding a place where you feel at home. And for millions of Americans, Texas and Florida provide a political and social environment where they believe they can live more freely and authentically. Number 8, business and entrepreneur opportunities. For ambitious entrepreneurs and business owners, Texas and Florida are like gold mines of opportunity. Over the past decade, both states have earned reputations as some of the most business-friendly environments in America. Why? First, taxes again play a huge role. Neither state has a personal income tax, which means entrepreneurs can reinvest more of their profits back into their ventures. But it doesn't stop there. Both states also have fewer regulations compared to places like California or New York. That translates to less red tape, quicker startup times, and more flexibility for small businesses to grow. Texas has become especially famous for attracting corporate giants. From Tesla and Hewlett-Packard to Charles Schwab, major companies have relocated their headquarters to the Lone Star State. Every time that happens, smaller businesses benefit too, because big companies bring suppliers, service providers, and thousands of potential customers. Florida, meanwhile, thrives in tourism, international trade, and real estate. But it's also becoming a hub for tech startups, healthcare ventures, and e-commerce. With a strategic location for global shipping and an endless stream of visitors, opportunities for entrepreneurs are everywhere. For young innovators, this creates a kind of ripple effect. Startups launch, communities grow, and networking opportunities expand. And because so many professionals are moving in, the talent pool is constantly refreshing with new skills and fresh ideas. The lifestyle piece also matters. Imagine running a business while being able to meet clients at a beachside cafe in Miami or a trendy co-working hub in Austin. That balance of work and lifestyle is exactly what today's entrepreneurs crave. In short, Texas and Florida don't just offer jobs. They offer the freedom and fertile ground to build something of your own. And that's irresistible for the next generation of business leaders. Number 9, family-friendly living. For families looking to put down roots, Texas and Florida check a lot of important boxes: affordability, safety, community, and opportunities for kids to thrive. That's why so many parents are choosing these states as the place to raise their children. In Texas, suburban communities around cities like Dallas, Austin, and Houston are booming with new schools, parks, and family-oriented neighborhoods. Parents are drawn to the promise of larger homes with backyards, something that's nearly impossible to afford in crowded cities like Los Angeles or New York. Picture kids riding bikes through safe cul-de-sacs while parents chat on the porch. That's the image pulling many families south. Florida, meanwhile, offers the unbeatable combination of sunshine and family activities. Theme parks like Disney World and Universal Studios are obvious attractions, but beyond that, there are beaches, aquariums, and endless outdoor spaces where kids can stay active year-round. Many communities are built with families in mind, offering sports leagues, after-school programs, and plenty of social opportunities for both kids and parents. Education also plays a big role. Both Texas and Florida have seen significant investment in school systems, charter schools, and extracurricular programs. For families who want more options, homeschooling communities and private schools are also widely accessible. But perhaps the biggest draw is the sense of community. Whether it's a Texas barbecue block party or a Florida beach picnic, families find it easier to connect and form friendships. And with so many new residents moving in, families from different backgrounds are coming together, creating diverse yet close-knit neighborhoods. For parents, it's about security. For kids, it's about fun and opportunities. Together, Texas and Florida offer a lifestyle where families don't just live, they grow. Number 10, cost of living compared to coastal cities. One of the biggest motivations behind the mass migration to Texas and Florida is the overall cost of living. While prices have risen everywhere, life in these states is still far more affordable than in expensive coastal cities like New York, San Francisco, or Los Angeles. Let's put this into perspective. In San Francisco, the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment can be well over $3,000. In Miami or Houston, you can often find a similar place for half the price, or even less if you're willing to live just outside the city center. Groceries, gas, and everyday essentials also cost significantly less, which adds up month after month. Transportation is another factor. In many big coastal cities, people rely on costly public transit or pay outrageous parking fees. In Texas especially, having a car is the norm, but gas prices are among the lowest in the nation. That means mobility without breaking the bank. Families also notice the difference when it comes to raising kids. Childcare, extracurricular activities, and even eating out don't carry the same painful price tag as in New York or California. For retirees, healthcare and housing combined often cost far less, allowing them to stretch their savings. But here's the real kicker. It's not just about saving money. It's about quality of life. When the cost of living is lower, people feel less financial stress. They can afford vacations, hobbies, or simply a nicer home without feeling crushed by debt. That peace of mind is priceless, and it's one of the strongest reasons people continue to head south. In short, Texas and Florida aren't just cheaper alternatives. They're places where the American dollar goes further, and that makes life feel richer in more ways than one. So, why are more Americans moving to Texas and Florida? It's not just about one thing. It's about a powerful combination. From lower taxes and affordable housing to booming job markets, sunny weather, and vibrant lifestyles, these two states have become magnets for people searching for something better. Retirees see them as havens to stretch their savings. Families see them as safe and exciting places to raise children. Entrepreneurs see fertile ground for growth. And for millions of Americans, both Texas and Florida represent freedom, financial, social, and personal. But here's the real takeaway. This isn't just a trend, it's a movement. The shift we're seeing today could reshape the U.S. for decades to come, creating new economic hubs and redefining where opportunity lives. Now, the big question is, if you had the chance, would you join this migration? That's where the solution comes in, figuring out how to decide if moving south is the right step for you. If you're watching this and wondering whether Texas or Florida could be your next home, here's a clear way to approach it. Think of it as a personal checklist. First, analyze your finances. Look at how much you're paying in state income taxes, housing, and daily expenses now. Then compare it to what you'd spend in Texas or Florida. For many people, the savings are life-changing. Second, consider your career. Both states are booming with jobs, but industries differ. Texas shines in tech, oil, energy, and finance, while Florida thrives in tourism, trade, healthcare, and aerospace. Research where your skills fit best. Third, factor in lifestyle. Are you someone who loves the beach and a bustling nightlife? Florida might be your match. Prefer wide open spaces, barbecue culture, and a strong sense of tradition? Texas could be perfect. Fourth, think about family needs. Schools, safety, and community matter. Explore neighborhoods online, join local forums, and even plan a visit to get a real feel. Finally, test before you leap. Consider renting for a year before buying. This gives you time to adjust, explore, and confirm if it's truly the right move. The solution isn't just moving south, it's moving smart. Do your homework, weigh your options, and choose the path that aligns with your future goals. Because in the end, Texas and Florida aren't just destinations. They're opportunities waiting to be seized. Before you go, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Would you move to Texas or Florida, and why? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. Raising hands if you enjoyed this. Don't miss our previous video. It's packed with insights you'll love. And hey, we put a lot of effort into bringing you these videos. So please support us with a quick subscribe. It's just one click, but it means the world to us. Red Heart.